Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope everybody enjoyed their time with their family. Um, I've got some stuff here I've been reading in the letters of Paul, and I'm reading in Titus, which was a letter that it's kind of a structural, it's kind of a guideline on church leadership and things like that. But it's also for Christians in general. It was written to the people of Crete, and it was a letter to Titus from Paul. It was one of Paul's last letters. Titus and Timothy were Paul's last letters. Anyhow, he's writing to Titus, and he's telling him, that about these instructions that leadership and the church needs to have. Well, I think that I would go as far as to say that leadership is for every Christian that wants to lead anyone to Christ. And I know in this sense it's more structural leadership, but in the big scheme of things, I take it as leadership for all Christians. And it's kind of funny because whenever you read Titus, it gives you all these instructions to the very end, and then all through it, and then at the very end, Paul has his closings, and it's his final instructions, and he tells, at the end of the Bible, a lot of the books, the letters you read, they'll have like Paul's what he has planned and take care of. Like here he says, take care of the lawyer and Zenas the lawyer and Apollos for their trip, and he's just kind of giving, just kind of closing out the letter. Well, in that last paragraph, he tells them, well, do everything that you can to help Zenas the lawyer. And then he says one verse in here, and it just speaks volumes to me, and I think everyone can relate, especially this time of year. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these times, a lot of it's harder for us. But anyhow, what I'm getting at is he's talking. Paul says in 3:14, he says, "Our people must learn to do good by meeting the urgent needs of others. Then they will not be unproductive." So kind of short and sweet, but we have to meet the urgent needs of others, and a lot of times when we say that. When we say we need to meet the urgent needs of others, people think that we're talking about money, and that is an urgent need to some, and if we need to help. But I think one of the big deals, one of the urgent needs that people have today is loneliness. I think people are lonely, and I think people don't know what it's like to have genuine care in their life, where people will just care to hear what they have to say. And I would like to ask everyone this time of year to take that verse and just apply it to anything and everything that you can in any way, whether it be your time, your finances, your food, a coat, anything anybody needs. The urgent need of friends, urgent need of families, and don't overlook those closest to us, because sometimes the people closest to us are the ones that are the loneliest. And we got to remember that we got to love each other. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to live like Christ. I mean, you talk about loving people, Christ did. And we got to do that. We got to remember to love people. We got to remember to take others' feelings in consideration, even when we don't necessarily like the things that they do. We don't even really know if we like them. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We got to meet the urgent needs of them. God tells us to do this, and we got to do it. We got to love each other. Don't forget about people. It's easy for us all to do it. I'm guilty of it too. We get so centered on just us and right around us, but we gotta remember to look past us, and we gotta remember to look everywhere. Love each other. That's a big part. John talks about love all the time, and man, I think a lot of John in the book of John. So obviously it's important. So let's meet the urgent needs of others. Let's love each other, and most importantly, the thing that we can do to meet each other's needs is to pray for each other. Pray for each other specifically for things that we need. I hope everybody has a good Christmas. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Be safe. Love each other. Enjoy your time with your families. And thank y'all for listening. I'll talk to y'all next week.